Howdy YouTube, and welcome to a video by the Unlucky Lads. This will detail the raid intel skips and black box locations on Critical, Regular and Low for the raid starting on the 15th of July running through to the 21st of July, which is Project Titan Week 295. Thank you for your ongoing support of our channel. We always appreciate our fans and hope that you'll continue to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even donate using the link in our description. We make these raid intel and black box videos for you, and your support helps motivate us each week, which allows you to quickly complete the raids and collect the black boxes as soon as the Project Titan week begins. For Critical this week, the modifiers will all be Darkest Night, Limited Health Regen, and Juggler. And using the intel skips, you'll need to begin by grabbing one intel at the abandoned site to the west of Golem Island, which is known as the fishing village to a lot of players. Once you have that, you can input the password into the node at the top of Chemical Pipeline, which will open up Baal at the chemical refinery. And after you've beaten the Tank Titan, you can head into Sector 2. For Gargoyle, you'll need to press 4 nodes simultaneously, 2 at Forgotten Sanctuary, and 2 at Testing Zone, with the latter being where you can fight Gargoyle as well. And Supercomputer will require you to hack and defend the node in the bunker of Missile Site Ruins, after which Quantum will open up at the building in the sea. Once both Titans have been destroyed in Sector 2, you'll be able to progress into Sector 3. Cerberus requires 2 intels at Red Phoenix, and a further 2 intels at Scandium Mine, one using your drone in B2, and the other is a pickup nearby. Next you need to destroy 3 panels at Prototype Workshop, before finally putting 4 hands-on nodes at No Man's Land. This will give you access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the Critical raid. And if you're looking for the black box raid chests on Critical this week, there are 2 boxes in Sector 1, the first at Satellite Dish and the other at Chemical Pipeline. Then there'll be 2 more black boxes in Sector 2, the first at Salamander and the other at Missile Site Ruins, and finally there's 2 more in Sector 3, the first one at Prototype Workshop, with the last being at No Man's Land. In summary, the modifiers are quite annoying and difficult again this week, so do make sure you're aware of them before you begin the raid. For example, Darkest Night may mean you want to switch to different gear, or play as a different class, in order to have the right night vision goggles on. Then, for Limited Health Regen, it's usually important to heal up after each encounter, to save you going down in the next one after just a bullet or 2. Finally, then remember that Juggler means you have to switch weapons to pick up ammo, or maybe consider changing gear to carry more ammo in the first place. Then, the intel trail is fairly good this week in terms of the number of tasks needed before a Titan will spawn in. For example, in Sector 1, one person could grab the intel at Fishing Village, while the others head to the node at Chemical Pipeline. And in Sector 2, sending 2 people to both Forgotten Sanctuary and Testing Zone can be advantageous before doing the hack and defend at Missile Site Ruins and taking on Quantum. Just remember not to collect the intel at Forgotten Sanctuary, otherwise it starts an endless spawn of wolves there. And if you do run into any other problems, please comment below and we'll try to help out, so you can finish the raid and earn those rewards. Moving on to Regular and Low, there are no modifiers and it does just use last week's Critical Intel and Black Box locations. So start by collecting 1 intel from the Cold War site to the northwest of Golem Island. Once you have it, you'll be able to input the password into the node at Heliport to give access to Baal at the chemical refinery. And once you take down the Tank Titan, you can move into Sector 2. For Gargoyle this week, it's the same as Critical, because you also need to press 4 nodes simultaneously, 2 at Forgotten Sanctuary and 2 at Testing Zone. And Supercomputer copies Critical as well, so you're required to defend the node in the bunker of Missile Site Ruins. You can now fight both Titans in Sector 2, Gargoyle at Testing Zone, and Supercomputer at the building in the sea, before progressing into Sector 3. For Cerberus, you'll need to press 4 nodes at Lava Duct, which as a lot of squads know by now is actually locked. However, it can still be accessed a number of different ways, with a good one being to team wipe to the wall to the left of Lava Duct's western gate. So once you get in and press the 4 nodes at Lava Duct, you'll have access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the regular and low raids. And if you're looking for the black box raid chests on regular and low this week, then there are 2 in Sector 1. The first at Satellite Dish and the other at Heliport. Then there'll be 2 more black boxes in Sector 2. The first at Salamander and the other at Missile Site Ruins. And finally there's 2 more in Sector 3. The first at Scandium Mine, with the other one being at Prototype Workshop. Now let's take a quick look at the regular and low recap, which as you can see is just last week's critical raid, but without the modifiers and is slightly less difficult. Do bear in mind that you can still get some awesome rewards playing both of these raids, but only regular will have level 300 drops, because low has a maximum of 250 for gear and guns obtained. That's all for now. We hope you've enjoyed our Intel and Black Box video enough to leave a like and comment, plus subscribe or donate if you haven't already. Please continue letting your friends know about our channel because all of your support really does motivate us to keep making our content. So until next time, peace out, the unlucky lads.